So now we're going to make a bow, and this is one of my favorite ribbons because it doesn't really give a seasonal look to it. It's just a basic gingham plaid ribbon with the beige and the cream. So this is something that you could leave up year round. So what we're going to do is we're just going to cut a length off for the tails. Doesn't really make a difference how long you want it. It's truly dependent on how long you really want it. So if you want a big, large bow with super long tails, just compensate for that by cutting them a little bit longer. But in this case, we cut them about 20 inches long. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take the two ends, line them up. And now what are we going to do, Dad?
Dovetail them.
Dovetail them, that's right. So we're going to take our scissors, cut from the middle out towards the wired edge at an angle. And what that'll do is create a little dovetail. It looks a lot more professional when you end your ribbons like this rather than just a blunt edge. And now we can start constructing our bow. So we're going to take our ribbon, create one loop, fold our hands over, create a second loop, and then pinch. So if you want a more full bow, I suggest doing a lot more loops. And if you want a bow that you can tuck in greenery into and flowers into, do less loops. And you're not always going to want a super full bow for every design. But now what we're doing is we're pinching in the middle, twisting our ribbon completely around. So 180 degrees, we're twisting our ribbon. And then bringing it back together. So by twisting it, it provides a little bit of tension in the middle, especially if this ribbon wasn't the same on either side. If it wasn't, you definitely need a twist. So I'll do about 4 or 5 loops on either side, and that should give us a nice full bow. I'm not thinking we're going to add a bow to this design because I really like the look of it being simple and clean. But if you wanted to, you could certainly create one. So we'll cut off our ribbon here. So we created 4 loops on one side, 5 on the other. Now we'll take our tails, place them behind my hand, grab a beige pipe cleaner or whatever pipe cleaner matches your ribbon, and wrap it around all of the loops and the tails. And then we can begin fluffing it by opening up the loops. So all of this ribbon is wired, which makes it very easy to shape your bow, get it to your liking. So if this was non-wired ribbon, it would be a little bit more difficult to shape everything. Then we can pull our tails down.
You make it look so easy.
It is easy. It is easy. And also give a like or a share if you're interested in seeing more bow tutorials. We created one with 5 different variations with Home Talk about a month or 2 ago. But if you'd like to see more tutorials creating bows in the future, just let us know. We always take your suggestions into consideration. And just to show you guys as an example, this bow is too large for this design, and I'm not going to incorporate it. But if you had a larger wreath, or if you created the bow a little bit smaller, you could have a bow in it. You could just have a bow on a lantern, on your mantle. Bows work in any situation on presents. So I always like to show you guys how to make bows.